YNW Melly hit the hip-hop scene with a bang.
That 40, let that pistol single melody.
Upon securing cosigns from Kanye West, Lil B, T Grizzly, and more, Melly was on a clear path to fame, until his alleged criminal past recently caught up with him. Although his melodic sound has captivated the rap game, and his hit single, Murder on My Mind, continues rising up the charts, Melly's current legal battle has put his budding music career in jeopardy. The 19-year-old rapper, born Jamal Demons and raised in Gifford, Florida, began making music at 15, but didn't start to buzz heavy until late last year. On the come up, Melly created a rap crew called YNW. He described its meaning for an interview with XXL.
YNW stands for Young Nigga World.
His rap crew included members YNW Bortlen and the late YNW Sakchaser and YNW Juvy, plus more.
Ain't nobody make it out of here. They dream, they stopped them in high school. Me and all my niggas, we had the same dream going up.
Legal problems are nothing new for Melly. While trying to get his music career off the ground in 2015, the young rhymer got caught firing gunshots into a crowd near his high school in Vero Beach, Florida. He was charged with 3 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and 1 count of just charging a firearm in public.
I got arrested in high school, but I got my GED really in jail. I got my GED. I graduated in jail. I walked the stage in jail. No, I gotta find that picture actually. I had a dirt ass graduation suit on.
The aspiring rapper then spent a year in jail where he wrote his most popular song to date, Murder on My Mind.
In the morning, I got murder on my mind.
Melly told XXL,
I made most of them songs like beating from my chest in a jail cell. It's a real like God-given talent. So like when I pray every day and I ask God to give me a melody, it come out of nowhere. While I'm locked up, it come out of nowhere.
In March of 2017, Melly dropped Murder on My Mind on SoundCloud. That December, while still incarcerated, the rising artist released his debut EP, Collect Call, featuring upstart rapper John Wicks and Lil B. Although the Bass Gods cosign was a blessing for Melly, the success of Murder on My Mind overshadowed the EP, which it wasn't even featured on. After grinding over the next year and raising his music profile up, Melly faced more legal trouble when he was arrested in June 2018 for possession of marijuana and drug paraphernalia. He and Bortlen, born Cortland Henry, were also arrested for possession of a weapon or ammunition by a convicted felon. The two posted bond and got out the next day. While juggling legal drama, Melly prepped the release of his debut album, I Am You, which came out 2 months later. The project features the previously released single Murder on My Mind and its sequel, Mind on My Murder, and other recordings including Slang That Iron and Mama Cry.
Mama, please don't you cry, I'm sorry.
As Melly continued to flourish in his music career throughout 2018, Bortlen, Sakchaser, and Juvy not only supported his wave, but also made music of their own.
Yo, tissue after tissue, tissue after tissue.
With the YNW crew's popularity on the rise, tragedy struck on October 26, 2018, when Sakchaser and Juvy were murdered during an apparent drive-by shooting.
Chris Thomas and Anthony Williams, they died at Memorial Miramar Hospital after arriving with multiple gunshot wounds.
After the incident, Melly paid tribute to his deceased friends on social media and on clothing and got tribute tattoos. 1 week after the shootings, Melly gave a shout out to his deceased friends on stage. In a social media post, Melly said, "They took my brothers from me over jealousy. I know y'all watching over me. They want to see me break down and stop, or in a jail or a box." While locked up for 22 days for marijuana possession in January 2019, Melly dropped his second effort, We All Shine. The album landed on the Billboard 200 chart, powered by the hit record Mixed Personalities featuring Kanye West.
Say you want someone.
Say you want someone.
During his bid, Melly's audience continued to grow thanks to the success of Murder on My Mind and Mixed Personalities. But that wasn't enough to save him from crashing.
The latest on a South Florida rapper arrested and charged with murder.
His name is YNW Melly, and he's accused of gunning down 2 friends and then trying to cover it up.
On February 13th, just 20 days after getting out of jail, Melly and Bortlen were each charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder stemming from the deaths of Sakchaser and Juvy. Bortlen was also charged with 2 counts of accessory after the fact. The Miramar Police Department stated that they had forensic evidence that proved Melly pulled the trigger, killing both of his friends in a staged drive-by shooting. Before turning himself into the police, Melly posted on Instagram, "I want you guys to know I love and appreciate every single one of y'all. A couple months ago, I lost my 2 brothers to violence, and now the system want to find justice. Unfortunately, a lot of rumors and lies are being said, but no worries, God is with me and my brother YNW Bortlen. And we want y'all to remember, it's a YNW family. I love you. Bortlen was arrested in Houston, Texas, and extradited to Broward County before Melly turned himself in. Both are currently being held without bond. A week after Melly and Bortlen's arrest, two high-ranking anonymous law enforcement sources identified the rappers as possible suspects for the 2017 shooting death of Deputy Gary Chambliss of the Indian River County Sheriff's Department. The officer was shot by a stray bullet. 2 weeks after Melly's arrest, documents were released by investigators on the case of Sakchaser and Juvy's murders. The docs included investigators' claims that Melly shot Sakchaser and Juvy from inside the vehicle before shooting up the outside to stage a drive-by shooting. After driving around with the dead bodies in the car, Melly got out of the vehicle and Bortlen drove the deceased to the hospital, claiming they were victims of a drive-by. Cell phone records, bullet casings, and conflicting stories have also helped investigators build their case. Additionally, authorities shared a Snapchat conversation Melly and his girlfriend had 2 weeks after the murders occurred. Despite Melly's current incarceration, streams from his hit song Murder on My Mind continue to skyrocket. According to Spotify's music charts, the record has garnered over 1 million daily plays since Melly's arrest, reached #1 on the Apple Music chart, and continue to climb up the Billboard Hot 100 chart. Melly and Bortlen remain behind bars. Melly has pled not guilty, but Bortlen's plea is unclear. So what do you think? Let us know in the comments below.